everybody.
How's it going?
It's good. It's good with me. Is it good with you?
It's fine.
It's Chambray shirt day.
It's Chambray shirt day. Welcome to episode 32 of the Skein Scoop podcast.
I'm Lori.
I'm Justine.
And we're coming to you from skeinyarnshop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And this is a knitting and crochet podcast. Mostly knitting.
Mostly knitting. It's also about all the stuff and all the yarns so that we can help you add to your stash.
That's right.
And make new projects.
Just what everybody needs.
I know there was a lady that came in yesterday and she was like, I have enough stuff to put in and make an entire one of your stores of my stash. And she was like, but I'm still buying more and I don't care. And I was like, good for you, lady.
Was that Pat?
Yeah, she was so great.
Super funny.
She was super funny. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
It's supposed to be, Marlene said, the pick of the week. This is the day. This is the day.
We have our own personal weather person.
Yes, exactly. We have a meteorologist here. Her name is Marlene.
Not really.
Slightly inappropriate sometimes.
the slightly inappropriate meteorologist.
That's
It
right.
makes me think of like a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Yes, that would be a great idea.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are here. It's Friday.
What's been going on?
Baseball's back. I got home from our trip. We went to Mexico.
Yes.
Everyone survived. And we're back.
That's all there is to say about that.
No, the kids had a great time. We had a great time. It was really beautiful weather.
There was some sunburn involved.
It was not quite as relaxing. I mean, it was not quite as I expected to be less relaxed at times. So I was able to kind of like relax a little bit.
I feel like the way it went, because of course we're in constant contact while she's away.
Not really. It wasn't that much.
Oh, well,
Not like
not
like normal.
No.
Like normal constant.
No. Not. All right. Yes, that is true. If we're going to put it in relative terms,
That it was like
then it was not a lot of contact. But still, for vacation,
definitely
probably
got better in the middle, and then towards the end it was like all hell broke
That's
loose.
exactly what I was going to say. I felt like the day you
beginning?
got down there was horrific, and the day you were leaving was horrific. Like just
Yeah.
logistically.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's the kids were relatively incredibly behaved. I mean, Charlotte had a couple like massive temper tantrums, and so I spent one afternoon just up in the room, and that was fine. I didn't knit as much as I wanted to, and I also did have some of my knitting needles taken away from me at customs.
Yeah. Yes.
And I swore at the person who was making me take my knitting needles off, and my husband was like, let's go. The funny part about it was that I had like my carry-on bag with these two, and then another one, project bags, 3 of them. And she pulled out this one and said, what is this? And I said, it's a sock. And she said, this is too sharp. And I said, no, it's not. And she said, 1 second. And then she called somebody over, and he looked at it, and she said, you can't take these, they're too sharp. So I was super mad, and I cursed at her, took it out.
Nobody wants to end up in a Mexican prison.
I know. Well, I was livid. But the funny part was, then she was like, bye-bye, go ahead. And I had 2 more projects. I'm like, you idiot. There were so many more knitting needles in my bag I could kill someone with.
Yeah, and this is what I said to you. How about the fact that every single time I travel with a pair of scissors. And they I never get called out for them. And I just went to, I just got back, well, not
from
just,
Florida.
but like right before you went, I got back from Florida, had the scissors, got pulled aside for a nail file that was not, and the nail file was, like I'm telling you, she was looking at someone else's luggage, not mine. I'm looking at the shape of it on the x-ray thing, and I'm like, that's not mine.
Yeah.
But I just stood there and...
My skin is peeling off. I got really bad sunburn.
Yes.
And some of the ladies suggested that I soak my body in tea.
Yes.
So I pretty much did that, and I will tell you, if you ever get a really bad sunburn, make some tea, stick it in the freezer, soak a rag, stick it on your back. I felt so much better.
Yeah,
So
the ladies know what they're talking about.
The peeling
We're
is
lucky to have them.
Yeah. Charlotte had some kind of allergic reaction to, I'm not sure if it was the chlorine in the pool or the sunscreen or just being in her like rash guard for too long. She broke out in like hives on all of her like creases, like her armpits and her elbows and her
that's
wrists
like
and
heat
stuff.
rash,
Yeah.
I think. Like,
But they were like
crevices.
It was awful. I was like, sorry, kid. She's gonna be naked all summer, I guess. That's how we'll figure that out.
Well, I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, seriously. And now baseball's back. So we have baseball 3 days a week for Harrison and baseball and soccer 2 days a week for Ben. So there goes my life.
Yeah, but you know, at least I will come with you to the baseball games.
It's good
And
knitting.
we'll sit in knit.
Just good knitting at baseball. I don't mind baseball.
Yeah.
It's a little less anxiety inducing than
And
basketball
basketball.
where you can't knit because
Yeah,
it's too
because you'll miss
nerve-wracking.
something.
Yep. What have you been up to?
Well, I had a birthday. That was fun. That was last weekend, and that was lovely. And thank you very much for the birthday wishes on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much, everyone. And I turned 56.
You're so young.
So young. Not really. Some days I feel like I am 76. We were out at dinner. It was so funny. Like, we have some friends that we went out to dinner with. I don't know if this will be funny to anyone else, but like one time we were going out and you know, friends that are the same age, and we said, oh, we're just gonna, you know, from now on, we're just gonna say that we're 10 years older than we actually are, so people go, oh, you look amazing.
That is a good idea.
So Kevin was like, no honey, you're 65, you look great.
Oh God.
Anyway, so my birthday was absolutely lovely. So
Yay.
that's the big news in my life. Woohoo.
Oh, I thought of something while you were talking, but now I can't remember.
It'll come back to you.
Oh, on Saturday, do you know what Michael and I are doing?
No.
We're going to an escape room.
Really?
I think I'm gonna hate it.
You could not pay me enough money to do that.
It wasn't my idea, but do you think I'm gonna hate it? I think I'm gonna hate it.
No, you're super competitive. I think you're gonna solve it.
That's true. I'll probably win the escape room.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine
of course you. Oh, I wouldn't want to be the other people.
So
who
there's
are you going with?
Michael and my friend Lindsay and her husband Jay.
Okay. Where is it?
In East Greenwich somewhere? I don't even know.
Come on.
Yeah, there's one, like it's in the same building as Blue. Which is very weird.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it's just some random person's house and I'm gonna go escape from it. I don't know.
You're just gonna
knock knock.
Yeah,
Check it
you're
out.
just gonna go to some serial killer's house. It's an escape room.
I'll leave you my pin.
Okay.
I'll
Please.
share my location with you.
That would be good.
Well, let's see. We did some knitting.
I definitely did some knitting, but again, I'm monogamous, so I just have one thing to show. We'll save mine for the end.
All right, I've got two finished objects.
Go.
I finished my socks.
Look at how beautiful they are.
These were cuff down on a US 1. The yarn is Junkyarn. Penelope, I think.
I think so too.
They're great. They're
beautiful.
They're gonna go in the box for a gift for someone.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone is really awfully lucky.
I know they are lucky. Maybe that's someone who's here. Maybe it's a Hanukkah present.
I would love that.
But you know what I really finished? Finished my Anthology Throw.
I didn't realize you had it sitting right there. I thought it was still drying.
Nope,
Oh
it's
my
done.
gosh.
Okay, so this is the Anthology Throw
Oh
by
my
Helen Stewart.
Gosh.
It is
Oh my goodness.
done.
Oh, it's so
And it's
gorgeous.
huge.
Look at it.
1,072 stitches around the border. Took me days to cast it off because I just couldn't handle it. This is yarn. All right, we can talk about it.
You're amazing.
Thanks. Lovely lady, that lovely lady Pat that was in yesterday.
Yes.
I brought, so this is a Helen Stewart pattern, and Helen Stewart, This is part of her Knit Vent 2022 pattern, the Anthology Throw. And Helen Stewart is amazing, and I love her patterns. And the lady Pat that was in yesterday, she was wearing a Helen Stewart shawl, and I recognized it, and she was like, I love Helen Stewart. And she's like, did you know that the Handmade Sock Society comes out today? And I was like, oh my gosh. And I said, I could just tell she was a big fan, so I said, do you want to come upstairs and see something? She probably thought it was like total creep. And she came upstairs, and she just was like, she was so cute, and she just kept saying, congratulations. She said, congratulations.
I heard her say congratulations to you, and I'm like,
she said it like
what
5 times. She was congratulating me on my blanket.
Well, you should be congratulated because
it's gorgeous.
Is amazing.
So this is out of the Emma's Yarn, what did she call them?
The Small-a-day sets.
I was not going to get there. And so there is literally not a single scrap, not a single gram of a scrap from this blanket. I used every single ounce.
So just remember that, guys, when we put them up. I'm trying to remember when we put them up, like probably
for pre-order,
at least in October, if not, I can't remember if it was September or October. I'm gonna say October.
I think it was right before we went to Rhinebeck.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's when we posted that.
Nope. Wait.
Nope.
I know. I remember when. I remember.
Okay.
Kevin and I were on Block Island, and the orders started. I remember the orders started to come in. So that
August?
was
September?
No, that would have been. I'm fairly certain August.
Okay.
Fairly certain.
All right.
I didn't think it was that early, but it must have been because I can remember. Whoa.
Can you hear that?
Siren Central.
Whoa, that is a lot. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
He's going fast too. He's not just trying to get through the red light. So I measured this prior to blocking.
I don't want to put it down.
No,
because it's
good.
so good.
I could have pulled, so after you do all these eyelet rows, there's maybe 4 or 5 colors that you use on the outside, and you make this chevron pattern here. And I was planning on pulling out all of these.
And pinning them, yep.
And pinning them all. But as I was blocking it, I was like, not only did I not really want to do it, but I don't really want it to look, I don't know, I think that makes it a little more formal, and it's gorgeous, but I just didn't want it to look like nobody could touch it or use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Although I really don't see that happening in your house anyway.
Oh, I know. This is totally going to be like spilled milk on it and peed on or whatever. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Oh, so before I blocked it, it was 50 inches, but I don't know how long it is now.
I mean,
it was on.
It's at least 6 feet.
Oh, it's bigger than that because it didn't fit on the 8-foot mat upstairs. So I think it's 8. I don't know. That seems kind of excessive.
Yeah. I don't think it's 8 feet. And I'm pretty good. Hold on.
Probably 6 feet.
Maybe a little more than 6 feet.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So good.
And I'm pretty good at judging distances.
It's good. I love it.
Oh, so much better than good. It's really stunning.
It'll be here at the store for a week.
Yes. I'm not gonna let anything happen to it. That is, congratulations. You had to see me. I'm like, what is she congratulating her for? Is there something I don't know about? Because that cannot be
ridiculous. All right, let's talk about. All right, I'll go through really quick.
What's your other? Oh, you did your 2. Those were the 2 finished.
Two finished objects.
Blech. 2 finished objects.
Okay, these are the socks that got ripped off my needles in Mexico. These are the Coffee Talk socks by Tracie Millar of the Grocery Girls. I'm using Beachy Breeze fibers, and I'm loving them. They're so cute. I've done a lot of Tracie's patterns before, and some of the things that I really love about them, I love her texture ideas, but I love that she doesn't always do it around the whole sock. She only sometimes will do it down the front. I know you obviously can make that decision on your own when you're making your own sock, but there's just something about this texture. It's really, really stretchy. I'm doing it on a 1.5. Don't ask me why. I don't remember why I made that decision when I started it, but I'm okay with it. And when I pulled them off and I was angry in Mexico, I made a little, like I pulled them back. There's like a stitch that's all wonky and it makes me mad. And I think about that lady and I want to
kind of wish that I had been a fly on the wall when that happened.
And my brother-in-law came over and he didn't know what was happening and he thought it was a joke. So he was like, are you going to take her needles? And I was like I was so mad.
Jay.
And Michael was like this to Jay, like pushing him out of the way. And when I got over to my seat and I was so mad and like shaking because I had just ripped it out, although I will say the stitches stayed lovely. And I just
so it was easy. You just like
stuck new needles on when I got home. But when I went over to the seat and I was like fuming, putting my shoes back on, Harrison was like, "You okay, Mom? You okay?" Yes. So yes, this is the Beachy Breeze Fibers yarn from Sam in the colorway Clarity, and I just love this color.
That's one of her new colors, the April showers bring me flowers.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, I think for some of you might know, we had a trunk show with Sam a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and we will be bringing her yarn in on a more permanent basis, although I believe that she is going to go through a name change relatively soon. So right now it's Beachy Breeze Fibers, but we will definitely alert
Do you ever want to go through a name change? I hate my name. I always hated my name.
I did want to go through a name change when I was little. When I was younger, I hated. Really? I thought my name was so common.
Oh, really? Well, there are a lot of Loris.
At my age, there are many, many Loris. But of course, nobody is naming their child Lori now. No one.
I have a neighbor who's Laura.
That's not the same.
Okay,
That's
I
Laura.
know. All right. I have known very few Justines. I had a student named Justine once.
You're the only Justine I've ever known.
I had a student named Justine, and she was a lovely, lovely little kid. And I remember one day she was having like a really bad day, and she didn't know my name was Justine. And I told her, and I remember like the look on her face when she knew that like we had the same name, because I think she really liked me. Yeah, but I hated it growing up. I absolutely hated it. My dad wanted a boy named Justin.
And there you have it.
And Bob's your uncle.
That's right.
I think I showed this last time.
And then what are you supposed to say? And Fanny's your aunt or something like that?
I don't know. I didn't even know Bob's your uncle was a real thing. I thought you all made that up.
Watch Star Trek.
Okay. Oh, that sounds
Oh, no,
awful.
not Star Trek.
Star Wars?
Picard.
Oh, did I just do something?
What did you do?
Yeah. This is yarn that we're getting in from Juniper Moon. It's called Bud. It's an organic Peruvian cotton. It's 100% cotton and it's bulky weight. This is the yarn that we're going to be getting in. I think I showed this last time I started.
Yep, you did.
This is the the Chevron blanket, and it's by Espace Tricot, and it's really cute.
It's a free pattern, right?
Yeah. And I adapted it a little bit for the bulky weight, and I wrote out what I did so that if anybody's buying yarn to make this, I can send it along with you. It's really soft.
I love it. I love the
feel of it is great. It's really good. I feel like it's only going to get better with washing too.
100%. So good.
I pulled out an oldie, but a goodie. This is one of my things on my list, and I want this done.
Oh,
this is
from last summer.
Oh my God, don't say it like that. That's so judgy. Just kidding. This is my summer flirt tee that I should have finished last summer for a summer tea along, and I didn't. It is by Jill Karina Bow, and it's made out of Moondrake merino linen, which is funny because Lori's wearing her merino linen Moondrake
I'll take
sweater.
This off in a minute.
It's so good. It's I don't know why I put it down. Well, I do know. It's because it's boring right now.
Right. You need
But
to
I
finish
pulled-
that bad boy.
I know I pulled it out the other day and I knitted like a couple an inch, and I called myself like really good. Yeah,
That is
so
really good. The color is beautiful. We do have a little bit of Moondrake merino linen left, but I think Rachel has moved on from that base.
Oh,
so if you want it,
we have a couple colors.
we have 3 colors left and they're beautiful. In fact, one of them is this color. This is really, really beautiful. It's a lot of,
It was 80 rows of
yeah,
lace.
fair amount of lace. This is less.
So these are the 3 colors we have left in the merino linen. If you're interested, I love that
They're
lemon
gorgeous.
drop. Lemon drop,
They
baby
even look good
rose,
together.
and electric pink candy. So it feels fantastic. It's lovely to work with. You know, it's just one of those things where I got bored and put it away, and I should not do that. But you know me, guys. You know me.
But remember, you can do this in any fingering weight.
Yeah. You could really do this in the Remix Light. It would
Absolutely.
be so good, and I think anything would be so good. I
We're
want to make
obsessed.
everything with Remix right now.
Yeah.
And then
Should
I
go get
started.
some?
I started one more thing. This was my going to Mexico cast on. I pulled out a skein of yarn that has been in my stash, wound up, divided into 2 cakes, ready to go so that I could knit some socks 2 at a time. And I started them toe up, and this yarn is Query Fibers, self-striping, and I love it. I love doing 2 at a time socks, and I think I'll do an afterthought heel with, I don't know, probably a hot pink. But if you are looking for, somebody messaged us and said that she was interested in some of the freckled whimsy, but then it looked like, I mean, we have a lot of colors of freckled whimsy, but she said on the website that it was coming up that a lot were sold out, but it wasn't. I think that you have to just click on the picture and they rotate over. So if you're looking for striping sock yarn, we do have quite a few options, and I think that they're just the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, the freckled whimsy is gorgeous. Also, the Lang super socks.
I know we showed this last time too, and we still have the Freya
Yeah,
color changing ones.
the ombre. And those
We've got lots of
take
options
all the
of
guesswork
things.
out of having 2 matching
pairs.
socks. And we have so many colors of it, and they're gorgeous.
These are all on the website, along with the freckled whimsy. So if you're just looking to do 2 at a time, or to do 1 at a time, or whatever, and you just want some striping sock yarn in your life, we've got it. And if you are having a hard time, just give us a call.
Right, we're happy to help you. So I just figured I'd pull over some of the Remix Lights since,
We were talking about it a million. Well, we're going to talk about it
yeah.
in a minute when we
Yeah.
talk about the future cast on dreams.
Yes, we are.
All right, I'm done. That's all I did.
All right, I'm taking this off because I'm warm now.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Oh, this is the Leia. It's just called Leia. It's Laia by Isabel Kramer. Again, any fingering weight yarn, and I love it. I can get up and show you.
Yours is also in the merino linen.
That's right. The only thing I wish I had gone 1 inch longer on the length.
Well,
I mean,
so
it's
now
fine.
what we should do is measure from your underarm down and write that number down so that when you do your next summer shirt, you know exactly what you want.
Well, I think I did exactly what I wanted in my Ankers.
Great.
So, but
I'm
you
so
are
glad
correct.
that I pulled that sweater out and made you
I'm
finish it.
so glad that you said that again. But I am so glad that you made me.
Do you know how many people have wanted to make that now? Like
Yes.
they've seen it and now they're like, oh, I want to do that. And it's
Yeah.
like, it's such a good pattern.
Should I take it out
Yeah,
now?
it's your turn.
Oh, it is? It's my turn?
It's your turn.
For my one thing?
That's okay.
But it's good because I really, really wanted to be finished by today. It will 100%, I'll be wearing it on the next podcast.
Look at that cute little thing. Oh, wee ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have to show some of those. So here's my Anker summer shirt.
So good.
And look, done.
Lori.
Just got to finish this
Beautiful
sleeve.
armpit holes you have.
Yes. We're going to talk about that in a minute. One sleeve is awesome because you did them, and one sleeve is awesome because I did them with a new technique.
Tell me, how does this fit on your arm? Do you like the way it feels on your arm?
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. It's totally fine. It's
Great.
and only going to get better once I block it.
Yeah.
But so I did. So I feel kind of a little bit dumb because I should have done a tubular cast on for the neck. I was lazy and I did not do that. So I did a regular long tail, which looks fine. Nobody is going to, notice it. Now that I said it, everybody.
I can't unsee it now.
I know, but the non-knitters will not know the difference. But then I decided to do a sewn tubular bind off on
gorgeous.
The sleeve. See here?
Which did you do first, the hem or the sleeve?
The sleeve.
Sewn tubular bind off. Cool.
Which I have to say, some people might find intimidating or scary, but there is zero to be scared about. It is super, super easy. It's just a little time consuming, but I really love doing it. I don't love the time that it takes, but I love actually doing it.
How long is your tail that you have to use to weave through? That's the part that takes the most time, right?
That's the problem, is that, when you're making, the size I'm making,
don't talk like that.
Whatever. It's, you have to make the tail that you do it with 3 times the length of what you're working on.
Brutal.
And then I get nervous, so I add on one more. But look at how stretchy it is.
Did you have so much left over?
So stretchy. I did have some left over, but not a crazy amount, but I did have some left over. So now I did this in Jillian Kittle's Ideal DK because, as we were talking about before, I started this 2 years ago. So there was no judgment when I said anything about your tea. I started this 2 years ago when we first opened, and Justine did say, you need to pull that out and finish it. And she was 100% right, because
somebody came in and wanting to make it, right? Isn't that how it happened? And you were like, I have that in the back. And I was like, I'm going to go get it.
Yeah. Go get that out.
I even knew which bag it was in.
Yeah.
Which you changed the bag, didn't you?
I did.
I put it in that bag before.
Yeah, I put it in the bag that you got me.
Kelly E. McD.
Yep. So, which I love.
I love that.
So this was a 2-year-old whip, and I'm thrilled that we pulled it out, and I'm almost done. I just have a little bit more to go on the sleeve, and then ribbing, and Bob's your uncle. So we were talking about underarm holes, and that has always been a huge issue for me. It's been the bane of my existence, as you know. And so
the day before I was leaving for Mexico, she's like, can you come over and show me how to do this, please? And I was like, it was the day that we podcasted.
Yeah.
It was the same day.
It was because I complained about this on the last podcast.
Yeah.
So after the last podcast, our friend Laura Ross sent me a tutorial by the Chili Dog, and we'll have it listed
below. It's a YouTube technique for preventing holes in the underarms. And if you go in our show notes, this is a good chance to talk about that. Down below, next to the title of this episode, it says ... more. And if you click on it, it'll either come up if you're watching on the screen or on your phone or on an iPad. It comes up either on the side or underneath the video.
I think I'm having a hot flash.
Oh, no. And I don't know what to do for you. Maybe this will help. I don't know.
I need a drink of water. Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, there's
how fun is that?
All the information about all of our projects are listed underneath there. And I also put in the link to the video that Lori's talking about that Laura shared with her so that she too could have perfect underarms. Do you know that I didn't know that nobody ever taught me how to do underarms? So
you just figured it out on your own because you're amazing?
Well, I don't know. Like, you said it, not me. But I
just say it because I know you love to hear it.
Not prepared for the samples, like for my sweaters to be on mannequins, to have people like lift up the pits and stare at the pits. I wasn't ready for that.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's totally a thing.
No.
I mean, there are a million videos that
it.
show you how to do it. So this one, thank you, Laura Ross. It's life-changing.
I'm going to have to watch it.
Go and check it out. And it's not hard. I mean, it's just super easy. And it's all about picking up those strands between the stitches on your needle and the cast-on stitches.
Yeah.
Picking up those strands and the orientation with which you put them on the needle.
Fabulous. Thanks, Laura.
How's that? My grammar was really good there.
It was a very intelligent sentence.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
All that to say, you're about to do the ribbing, yeah?
No, I've got a little bit more to do. So I will, now after that, I guess I have to show my underarms. So listen, it's not like there are no holes there, but relative to the holes I used to have, they're amazing. And once I weave in the ends, they'll be even tighter. So, but hold on. Wait. So again, let me see. Relative, oh gosh, I'm really bad at this.
We've only been doing this for 2 years.
Okay, so there are little holes there, but you guys, I mean, there used to be huge gaps. And once I weave the ends in, they'll be even tighter. So wait. I mean, that's pretty good, I think. Can you see them? Hold on. And I'm stretching them even a little bit. All I'm telling you is that.
Here's my underarm. It's really pretty. I'm the worst.
You are the worst.
Listen, it's a DK weight, so we have so many options for you if you want to do that.
So many options.
So one of the things that we got in since the last podcast is the Simply Spectacular DK from Emma's Yarn.
Look at how beautiful it is.
You guys, this is a 75-25, so you can also make some socks with this stuff. So good.
And Justine will be casting those on today. So this is the color Ice Ice Baby, and I love it. And
I happen to love this one.
Yep. They're all good.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
That's so
clever. They have really good names, I think. This one is Jackie O. Such a good neutral.
It's coming off grayer on the screen. It's a little taupier than that.
Totally.
Sorry.
Totally, dude. This is Frogget.
Good.
Wonder who picked that out. And this is Trendy AF.
Love.
Happily Ever After. And
I love that
the
one.
Rabbit Hole. This is totally the color of your Antarctic.
Yeah, there's one of our customers, Barbara, on Tuesday, she came like running in the store, like ran right over the wall and pulled off some of the yarn and she put it down and she's like, oh. I was like, what? She goes, I just have been thinking about it. I was worried that someone was going to buy it all on Sunday. And I was like, oh, it's okay, Barbara. She was so cute.
Yeah, because she is going to make Kimberly McAlinden's
A Hug for You.
Yeah. Which, where is it?
I have to say, I really also am obsessed with this color.
Which one?
I think this will be what
Oh, yeah. I know. You loved that color from the get-go.
This one's called Wing It. It's just got such a cool faded denim-y look to it with pops of
orange
and pink that I love.
It's good.
It's
And then
so good.
I love this color because I'm a gray girl.
It's a good color.
This is barking up the wrong tree. Oh, speaking of which, we had a visit from Lee Gifford, who is going to be knitting us a soldatna in all of this loveliness.
Yeah, so those of you that commented below saying that you wanted to knit samples and stuff, thank you so much.
Yes.
If you want to, reach out to us at through email, Lori@skeinyarnshop.com, and that will be how we can get in touch with you about that. So Lee came and visited us with her daughter,
Lovely
right?
daughter, Marissa. Yes, it was so nice to meet them because, well, so Marissa lives here in Rhode Island, but Lee lives on the Cape. So she was happy to come and finally, she's been watching our podcast for a long time, and she was so happy to come and visit with us.
Come to talk to us about the podcast.
I know.
love that.
It's really, we so appreciate everybody watching. We can't believe it.
Can't believe that you all want to watch us, but here we are. All right, so ideas for this, Laura. You were thinking about maybe doing.
I found a pattern this morning. If you want to, you can put a picture up later. A top called the Pyramis. It's Pyramis.
I'm gonna forget that, guys.
What?
I'm gonna forget
No,
that.
you're gonna write it down, so you're not going to. So I just thought it looked really, really cool. So that is a future cast on dream of mine.
The Surrey shirt by Kadri came out, and
Are freaking
customers
out.
have been, sending it to us. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? What
Yeah.
can I make this in? So
The perfect
yarn for it would be Remix Light by Barocco.
just this, which is covered by our tag, but this is it. It's Remix Light is the one that, there you go.
Remix Lights, 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen, and 100% recycled fibers.
Sustainable.
It's awesome.
We love it. I mean, this has been, since it came out, it has been
One of
fun.
our top sellers.
Yeah,
all
sure.
the remixes, whether it's chunky, worsted, or light.
This color. That's a good
So the thing about it is that it's technically a DK. Like, you could get a DK gauge for it if you wanted to, and it would be gauzy and loose. In 100 grams, it's 432 yards. It's more like a fingering weight, really. It's sort of like a chameleon of yarns. You can kind of make it go to whatever you want it to be.
Look at you with the analogies.
I'm obsessed with this yarn. The yardage is so good that you could make a summer top with two balls, and it's so cheap. It's $12.50. It's awesome. Very affordable is what I meant to say. Not cheap.
Not cheap. Inexpensive.
Inexpensive. We love this yarn. Comes in so many colors. We're not going to pull them all down because I just fixed them.
That's right. And I will have to painstakingly recreate that when I go to put them back.
Speaking of remix, there's a sweater that I have been wanting to make forever called the Super Simple Summer Sweater by Joji Locatelli. It has stripes. I'll put a picture in also. And I have been wanting to make it out of the regular remix, the worsted version of remix, forever. And one of our customers last year, she made one, and the whole time I was like, I'm so jealous of your sweater. And then one of our customers called yesterday, Laura, and she's like, I think I want to make that out of remix. And I was like, oh my God, me too. So you'll probably see that casted on really quickly around here.
We also need to, is it too early to talk about Rhinebeck?
Yes.
Okay.
We have too much to talk about.
All
The
right.
shop opens in 17 minutes.
Okay.
I said already before about the Helen Stewart Handmade Sock Society. So the way that it works is that she sends out a new pattern, every so often for, I think, 6 patterns. And if you buy into it now, you get it at a cheaper rate. So if you want to go to Ravelry and search for the Handmade Sock Society, I think that the first pattern comes out on May 1st. Obviously all socks, they're beautiful. They're always beautiful. She's a beautiful sock designer. if you are interested in socks, we have the 52 weeks of socks.
Uh-oh, getting a delivery. I'll take over. 52 weeks of socks, volume 2. And
I feel like it's a me problem at this point.
well, we're usually not open now.
Well, I saw the lights on. I was like, ooh, I can sneak this off. Where would you like
You know what? Right on the table anywhere is fine.
Thank you so much. We're like in the middle of podcasting. You can say hello to all the people.
it? Oh, jeez.
We're very famous
I don't
around
want to be too
here.
famous, though.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thanks so much. More books.
Is that all of ours?
No, it's
Just that one?
Store.
Okay.
Are they open yet? Do you want to leave it here?
Yeah, they're open.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's the other way around. If you guys weren't open, I'd be bringing it over there for them.
Thank
So I
you.
want to check in.
Here you go.
Quick autograph before I go.
Yep.
And let's see.
We might be cutting this out.
We're not
Thanks so much.
I don't know how to.
Oh, Justine says no because she doesn't know how to.
No worries. Thank you.
So, 52 Weeks of Socks, Volume 2. It's really, really good, you guys.
It's definitely in my collection.
Oh my gosh. Mine too, and I don't even make socks nearly as much as Justine does. I want to find like one of my favorites that I've seen.
Oh, that one.
That one,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
So good.
So good.
They're beautiful.
And the patterns are just amazing. They're so well written.
The book's stunning. It's really
Oh,
pretty.
Look at that one.
It's gorgeous.
And
So we have these in the shop and we can ship them out too. So if you've been looking for that book, then that's great.
look at this.
I also put the pre-order up of the Lina magazine volume 17. I know.
These are like slipper socks. I love them.
What weight is that? That looks really thick.
It could just be fingering and mohair. I can't tell. Oh wait,
US 5,
50 grams.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
We put up a pre-order for the Lina magazine volume 17 that our lovely FedEx guy just delivered to us.
That's
so
right.
if you want one of those, the pre-order is online and we will ship those out on, I think it's May 5th. I think that was the date that we were allowed to share that information.
The book is beautiful. All their books have always been beautiful, but I feel like they've even upped their game. It's a gorgeous canvas book and the photography is incredible. And I'm trying to think. I feel like we have a limited amount of these. So I think we only have 15. So, and 2 of them are ours, so really we only have 13.
All right. We have so many things that just came in that we want to share with you, and we want to make sure we get it all in before we have to open the store. So we got a new order of stitch markers from Wee Ones. And we also got progress keepers this time. So these are the progress keepers with the lever back, because those are my favorite. So in all of these, we initially had purchased progress keepers and stitch markers, but we might have, you'd have to check on the website or come in and snag the one you want. But this is the one that I'm
We're
the most obsessed with. So these are little rainbow sheep.
And
These are
felted.
the progress keepers. These are felted. They're so cute. It's like ridiculous. So we have those. We got the unicorns again because they're just so cute. Look at their little faces.
Oh, so cute.
Here we go.
Jillian makes these, and another thing that I really love about these is that they are local to us. Jillian's right in Providence. I'm sure many of you have seen these before. She's in a lot of shops all over the place.
I love that there's always one that's different, or
Yeah.
or at least one that's different.
Yeah.
These guys are so cute. These are her Scottish coos. Oops, there we go.
You know, the hairy cattle.
Oh my god,
Oh, look at the butt.
they're so cute. I can't. We got sloths again.
So she makes every single one of these
By hand.
by hand. And so take that into consideration
What
when
does she call
you
these?
look at the price.
Big hat.
Big-hatted gnomes. I mean, come on.
They're so cute. They're so cute. There's a green and
Can't
orange,
stand it.
a blue, and yellow.
So we're so happy.
Love.
We're so happy when we have them in the shop.
Yeah.
Because they don't, especially after local yarn shop day.
Yeah, we're gearing up.
Yes.
Okay. We also got in a new shipment of this yarn that we've had forever.
But we've never, I don't know if we've ever talked about it.
We've definitely shown this blanket before. Okay. But this is Cotton Supreme Waves. It's a DK weight cotton, 100% cotton yarn that is gradiating. And I feel like the colors...
I would call it self-striping.
Self-striping,
right?
sorry, not gradiating. There were 8 colors, and then they came out with 8 new colors, and they're just, I think we have all 8, I think we have all 16 of the colors.
People are obsessed.
They're obsessed with it. So this is a blanket my sister made, actually, a baby blanket.
She sure did.
And it's just so good. It's really perfect for those people who have warmer weather, like new babies in the summer, or if you're making something for somebody from, you know, Florida or California or somewhere where they want to be, you know, a little less woolly.
Love.
It's machine washable and dryable, and it's awesome. It's so soft. It's not that kind of cotton that's like thick and stiff. Yeah, this is really awesome. So we got a ton of this in, and if you're interested, all the pictures and all the colors are online.
Woohoo!
Okay.
We just thought we would mention it because so many people love it here. We thought we would share again.
Okay, we got in a new shipment of the Lumos Lights, which of course we don't have over here.
God forbid we should be prepared.
This table is a disaster right now. So we got the Lumos Lights, and those are fantastic. They are online, and we are shipping them. We have been shipping them.
Very quickly. We sold out of these in a week the last time I got them in, and I got a lot of them in. So for those of you who didn't see the other podcast, they just...
Oh, but they're soft.
You have to feel them.
We make everybody... We're like,
this part.
The whole
it's
thing
like
is soft.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not the same. You know, people come in and they say, what?
I was just thinking about Wendy had it on yesterday, and then she was like demoing it, and then like an hour later I was like, Wendy, it's not, like, it's very bright in here. I was like, Wendy, it's still on. She's like, I know. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no, she was like,
she was
all about it.
Martha was like, I'm gonna go home and knit. She couldn't. I think she's gonna turn all the lights off in her house.
Yeah.
I would have given her mine.
So 3 different colors, brightnesses,
and you have to do each one, so that's great too, because maybe you only want one on.
That's right. But I mean, they're fantastic.
Yep.
And
those are on the website. You can get those.
They move so easily.
They stay.
Correct.
Better than others.
Yes.
I've had the ones where you do it and then it's like, you know.
Yeah. They really, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. They're just more flexible than, I don't know how to say it, but they're just better. They're just better. You know what? Because, and I have to give Angie credit for this, because Angie asked about these ages ago. She's like, are you going to get those lights? And I said, oh, but there are cheaper ones, you know, less expensive ones. And she's like, no, these are different. And I was like, are they really though? They are.
They are. They really are.
I can say with 100% confidence, they're better.
Okay, let's talk about Local Yarn Shop Day.
Let's.
All right, so Local Yarn Shop Day is next Saturday, April 29th. We are prepared. We are so prepared.
So prepared. I mean, and last year's Local Yarn Shop Day was awesome.
It was awesome, but we are
it's going to be even more awesome.
It's going to be
so much fun.
So good. You have an accrued massage available for you, just so you know. That's what came up.
because for some reason do not disturb does not work.
Does not disturb. I
don't know.
think we're in airplane mode too, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, you can get text messages on the airplane now. The local yarn shop day. We have so many things happening, and there will be a newsletter coming out
shortly.
With all of these things on there.
Yes.
It's April 29th.
Yep. So a week from this Saturday.
We are going to have a free gift with purchase of $10 or more.
Yes.
Fangirl Fibers trunk show.
So
And that's going to be for
exciting.
A week or 10 days, right?
Yes, that is going to be, yes, we're going to have it from the 29th, April 29th through the following weekend. So we have it for 2 full weekends plus the whole week in between.
Ooh, where are we going to put all that?
We'll figure it out. We always do.
Yep. Let's see. We're gonna have Madtosh's exclusive colorway for local yarn shop day.
And we're not showing it.
Gorgeous. We've seen it. It's beautiful.
I actually have not. Well, I've seen it online. I haven't seen it in real life. Did you open the bag?
No, I didn't know that that was where that was.
Oh yeah, it's over there.
We have new
and by the way, with the Madtosh exclusive colorway, purchase of that, you get a free pattern. You get a free shawl pattern.
We have new Notions pouches and bags from Neon Soul, which Lori and I have shared ours before. This is mine. They're little pouches. This is the small pouch. We have small pouches, and we have the pencil size pouches.
And then we have a different one. Did you see the other ones that are really cool too?
So we've got these.
Look how
coming
good they are.
They're fabulous.
I love this.
We have kits from Emma's Yarn for 2 skein kits of fingering weight yarn, and they would be perfect for Casapinka's local yarn shop day shawl, even if you wanted to do a local yarn shop day shawl from previous years. I happen to love last year's like a lot.
I'm trying to remember.
It's like stripy, big thick. Remember, one of the
was it the Rick
customers...
rack? Was it the Rick?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that one.
Yeah.
So Bronnie will be coming out with the new local yarn shop day shawl for this year also, but
which you can get for free with the purchase of yarn.
We're gonna have raffles.
Yes.
Because why not?
Because that's what we do.
And there's something else that's not here that I'm forgetting.
Right, we said a special gift with an exclusive. Oh yeah. Oh, that's exciting. Those should be here soon. So I don't know if you guys have seen the Firefly Notes Notions tins. You know, they're about this big, and they're
like an Altoids case.
Yeah, like the size of an Altoids case, and they do the tins and they do awesome stitch markers, and we have a big shipment, so we'll be debuting that on local yarn shop day as well.
Can't wait.
So many exciting things.
Our gift with purchase is fabulous this year also.
Yes, it is.
And
once they're gone, they're gone.
So also on April 29th, our good friend Jake from Junkyarn,
not to be mistaken for, is it also
State
Jake?
Farm.
Jake from State Farm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jake from Junkyarn is hosting like an open studio.
Yes.
Because he is sadly no longer going to be doing Junkyarn the way it is at this moment. He's still going to be doing some things, not dyeing yarn. But he's opening up his studio and doing some special events. So if you want to make a day of local yarn shop day, as you should, you should hit up all of the local yarn stores nearby. And if you're not nearby, come to Rhode Island. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Or
yes, it is. Yeah. So if you go to Jake's Instagram, which is that Junkyarn, then you will be able to get the times and the address that for his studio where he's doing his farewell show, I think is what he's calling it, his farewell trunk show.
We're also going to be having a sale. There's going to be lots of things on sale.
Yep.
And of course, it would not be our local yarn shop without people sitting around knitting.
That's right.
What that looks like, where you sit, we don't quite know at this moment because there's going to be a lot going on. But we hope that you will join us on Local Yarn Shop Day, and there are local yarn stores in the state. You should absolutely go and check them out. Go to the Mermaid's Pearl and see Lizzie. Go see Natalie
at Knit One Quilt 2 in Barrington.
And go see Jake and come see us.
Yes, and there's also a shop in Newport.
Oh, right.
Is it Knitting Needles?
I think so. Knitting.
No. All right, now we have to look it up because I don't want to give the wrong information. We're not missing anyone, are we? Because it's just a great day, and then there's also Roberta for who's not in Rhode Island but just over the line, like almost just over the line. Is it in Plainfield, Mass? 3 bags full. So it'd be a great yarn crawl.
Knitting Needles. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, wow, look at me. In Newport.
I've never been.
I have not either, which is classic. That's the classic Rhode Islander in us. Rhode Island is so small, so the fact that we've never been there is nuts.
Huh.
It's in
It's on Thames Street.
yeah, is that is that Bowen's? Is that Bowen's Wharf?
No, like
No,
Thames
what's
Street
the-
Kitchen. That's Thames Street.
No. I know.
Riveting content.
I feel like
Allow me to Google things for you.
Anyway, so
in addition, if you go to our website, if you go to skeinyarnshop.com, there is a spot at the bottom for upcoming events and a tab at the top too, right? I can't remember, but there's a section for upcoming events and cute little pictures and calendar notifications for you so that you can add them to your calendar, including Local Yarn Shop Day, April 29th. We're doing a trunk show with Junkyarn and Kitty with a Cupcake, June 3rd and 4th. Obviously, Miss Babs, July 7th through the 16th, and the Red Stag Fiber Trunk Show, September 17th through the 30th. So all of those things are on the website, and we're looking forward to all of those things. It's
that
10:02, so we've got to let some people in the shop already. I hope that you guys have an awesome weekend. We'll see you back in a couple weeks.
yes,
Like and
we will.
subscribe and share and leave a comment.
Yes, and thank you so much for watching. Oh gosh.
Bye.